Hello everyone. Today's topic is data binding in Java. There are certain key points that are need to the reminder before before the forward the where we can discussing about implementing the static and dynamic building in the Java later including that the difference. There are two types of static binding and dynamic binding. Private, final, and static members in use static binding while for virtual methods. Binding is done during runtime based upon the runtime object. The static binding uses that information for the binding while the dynamic binding uses object to resolve bind. Overloaded method are resolved using static binding while overridden methods use dynamic binding runtime. Mm. The main example of static binding is the binding which can be resolved at compile time by the compile is as a static early binding. The binding of all the static private and final method to compile time is this is the main example of static binding. And output explanation of are we have create an object to subclasses and one of the object of superclasses with the reference by superclasses. And since the print method to using that the superclass static and compile time to the knowable that we will discuss about already here subclasses. And second type is a dynamic binding. In a dynamic binding, dynamic binding is the not to the declare in a methods be called or override. The perfect example of that dynamic binding is overriding the parent. Both parents and child classes have same methods. The method are not static in this code in a dynamic binding. And during compilation the compiler has no idea as to which print has to be called since the compile goes only the referencing variable. Thank you.